him. He could be arrogant. Even the peanut great pumpkin believer since 1966 shirt his enemies. But there was nothing he would not have done for his friends. Look at what he and his friends did for Remus. It is the sort of thing that you, Ron, or Hermione would do for each other. As Sirius told you, he grew out of the sort of behavior that you saw in the pensieve. The person he became is the important thing. And he became a good, brave, and honorable person. Official the peanut great pumpkin believer since 1966 shirt, tank top, V-neck, ladies tee for men and women, V-neck, tank top. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Though in a way it speaks well of you the peanut great pumpkin believer since 1966 shirt looks for opportunities to harass Malfoy. For example, if he leaves me alone, I leave him alone. Does Professor Snape really not see that? Is it so important to him to see me as my father that he can ignore reality? Again, Harry, I cannot say, but I do know that it is in the nature of many people to ignore a reality that does not suit them. You need to look no further than Cornelius Fudge's behavior over much of the past year. Deep down he knew, 194, perfectly well that Voldemort was back. But he seized on the fact that he had not seen Voldemort with his own eyes as an excuse to avoid dealing with what he did not wish to. It happens all the time. And none of us is immune to the temptation. One of the great personal challenges we all face is facing up to unpleasant realities. Harry pondered this. Resignedly, he said, I guess I shouldn't complain. I got a lot of good things from my parents. If I picked up an enemy from them, well, that's life, I guess. I would not describe Professor Snape as an enemy. Perhaps you are that to him, in his mind, but he need not be that to you. Assigning him that role only solidifies it in the reality that he is attempting to create. I would describe him as a person who is trying to do what he feels is right. He is, as you know, a member of the Order of the Phoenix but is very wounded in some ways. He is trying to cope with those wounds but does not prioritize the ones associated with your father. Instead, he is venting the pain from those wounds onto you. Official the peanut great pumpkin believer since 1966 hoodie, sweatshirt, wheat shirt, hoodie. Let me give you some advice. You may take it or leave it as you choose. But for your own sake, I the peanut great pumpkin believer since 1966 shirt project. 1. For your emotional health and development. Forgive Professor Snape when he treats you badly. Do not respond in kind. Remember that he is wounded. And have as much compassion for him as you can summon. Try to let his hostility roll off you. Use the occlumency training from this summer to aid you in clearing your mind. Do not respond to his challenges or provocations. Do not judge the success of your endeavors by changes in his behavior. What you are doing, you will do for yourself, not for him. The better you can manage it, the more you will benefit. This may not seem obvious, but I assure you, it is true. It will require a good heart, which I know you have. It will also require emotional control and patience, which you can learn, and are other products.